unbelievable is right. We made it
It's a
back
miracle,
to
okay?
another.
It's a miracle, okay?
We made it back to another Sunday, same place, same time. You know what it is. Football Frame of Mind. Week show. Where we cover previews, recaps, news,
Storylines.
hirings, all kind of stuff. Right? We got a lot to talk about, man. Football season in full swing. Baseball just ended, so we should get some more viewers, right? The casuals that just watch football on, on the what do you call it? On the side, the backslider football fans, right? You come back, you watch some football content. Why don't you start with us, right? So, like I said, oh shoot, I forgot to do that. My bad. My
What?
bad. My bad. The background, I forgot.
It's okay.
Let me see. Did it? There we go. There we go. I got it back. My bad. I was like, damn. I was deleting stuff. Believe it or not, like if you've seen all the videos and video clips we got over here, like it's a lot. But nonetheless, you guys, good show today. But before we get started, man, how you doing, man?
Nearing the end of the season, I hope your teams are doing good. A lot of teams are not doing good, and the coach carousel is in full swing. So if you are an SEC fan,
Shit's
chances
insane.
are chances are your team probably just fired their coach in the last week or two. Which, if that's true, sorry, not sorry. It's the nature of the game. If you can't hang with the boys, you got to get kicked out.
Shit's insane. Shit's insane, man. Like, I wasn't expecting that though. Like, yo, it is way, way too many coach openings right now. Way too many. Like you can't even quantify why it's so many, right? Because some people deserve to get fired, right? All right. But Brian Kelly, man, to just be throwing money out there, just like, oh, he's gotta go. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is, but I think it needed to be done.
See that smooth says Bam was about to do
See,
diabolical
we're gonna
thing.
get into that, but I will tell you, you got to understand it. A talented team that no longer has a monkey on their back and they have nothing to lose. That is the most dangerous team. So to think that they're gonna dog walk them, and this is bias aside, anytime a team has nothing to lose, they're as dangerous as anybody. He can vouch for it.
It's most definitely biased.
No, it's not, bro. That's LSU aside, bro. Like when a team's in a spot like that and they have nothing to lose, we've both experienced those are the most dangerous games. Games you should win, and those teams come to freaking play because they want to ruin your freaking dreams.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing. I know. I know. I'm just saying. Definitely biased.
Nah, nah.
Shoot. But all right, man. Going back to the other format, man. Like the subscribers and stuff, because I couldn't tell what was last week, to be honest with you. Because I was like, damn, it didn't change at all. So I was like, well, I don't know. Because somebody might say, hey, man, that's not the same one. I'm like, nah, we're going to go back to the original, man. So I will say, I'm really happy that you guys are subscribing, man. But we need more. We need more.
The
That
month of
percentage, that I think that's the highest the
the
subscribers
the
been.
month of October, we had like over 70 something percent returning viewers, which is good. A lot of people are coming back, and then the new was like up to like 30 something. So that's obviously trending in the right direction.
I agree. I agree, man. So, like I said, 86%, y'all come on board.
It's the perfect
Don't
time.
miss the train.
We
All
ain't
right.
gonna be dropping too many dimes today. Hint, hint.
Nah. He ain't on the show, bro. He ain't even make the show today. He would have if they would have won, but nah, he ain't do it. So let's talk about this college, man. Let's get in this thing. All right. So we got this new AP poll. So what we got? What you think?
BYU is undefeated at high as number 8. The top 5 stayed completely the same. But BYU went out there and got business done. We've seen Tennessee take a freaking loss. They dropped damn near out of the top 25. Miami and their lack of accountability quarterback lost, and they took a loss. But the biggest thing to me, Georgia freaking Tech, you just had to drop the damn ball. One loss is okay, but you had to drop the ball in that game. That one, not all the other ones. NC State is ass. They're not good. Okay, come on, man. What are we doing here?
We get into it. We gonna get into it, man. But my biggest I guess the biggest threat to the Big 12, man, is this game this weekend, man. BYU and Texas Tech, man, because if Tech wins that one, then it's pretty much
Did they play together? Did they play each other?
Yeah, they play this weekend because I think
Oh,
that's
it's Tech and BYU?
yeah, Tech and BYU. Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah, because I think College Game Day is going to Lubbock this weekend.
Let's see. Yep. Man, I don't know, bro. Like every time I feel like we get high on BYU, they drop one. I think Texas Tech, they're not frauds, bro.
No, most certainly
It's
not.
definitely not gonna be the right thing coming from a Michigan fan. Come on, bro. They're not frauds, bro. I mean,
You said the
it's
same
one
thing
loss.
about Alabama too.
Yeah, look how that went. Just saying.
Dude, no, but I don't know. I think that's a big game, and I think that's why Georgia Tech didn't ride so much because it's like, man, we don't really trust them like that, right? And I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like the AP was like, nah, we ain't gonna thrust them up there,
Wait, who we talking
because
about?
then Georgia Tech,
Yeah.
they're like, we ain't gonna put them up there, if we ain't gonna put them up there too fast. We're gonna see what they can do, and they dropped their game, bro, and that hurts. But I tell you what, man, Utah is interesting though because the quarterback's starting to figure some shit out, man. Like that last game was pretty good, man. Like decision making was really good. Got a good completion percentage, and he didn't really lead him in rushing, which is a good thing down the stretch. Quarterback shouldn't be leading you in rushing. We gotta figure that out. So that was good. So you might see that rematch BYU Texas Tech in the Big 12 title game, but don't be surprised if you got a Holy War rematch either, because Utah's still pretty good.
That Texas Tech game has a chance to be one of the better games we see this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. Because I mean they undefeated. Well, I mean we already knew Miami was a problem.
Yeah, we already talked about.
The
We'll get
Dolphins
into
are
that.
too, by the way. If we want to talk about Miami, those guys are frauds anyway, too. All that talent, man. But that's your AP top 25, man. Like I said,
Check out Washington though at the back end. That's really good.
yeah, Washington in the back end was pretty interesting because I'm like, damn, another Big Ten team in there. I don't know. We'll see.
Washington's not bad, bro.
Yeah, but I will say Jed Fisher's gonna be one of those high commodities though. He's gonna be good.
His name's been getting tossed around.
Yeah, Arch Manning is the GOAT of what? So
Arch is the GOAT.
No, he's definitely not. So not really make overreactions for real. I guess let me say we'll talk about this game. We'll talk about this since we started. So Georgia Tech loses, right? Despite 500 yards of offense from their quarterback alone. So, all right. So here's my thing, man. Like in your overreaction, you did not tell us anything. I said this last week when our guys from the Houdini Network were on here. I said if you're a team trying to pull an upset, the best way to do that is a spread offense. All right. Nobody spreads that shit out like NC State. All right. Everything they do is 5 wide. All right. So when you have an offense like that can attack you from all angles, no matter what it is, their fifth receiver is always going to be better than your fifth corner. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. Like, you can recruit the depth all you want, man. That fifth guy is not going to be on the field as much as that fifth receiver is when you run a spread offense, man. And this is the kind of shit that happens, right? You sit there and you be like, oh man, Georgia Tech real good. They good in a phone booth, man. But when you spread that shit out on defense,
you're gonna overcomplicate it.
You see what happens, man. They gave up just as many yards as they gained, right? And you can't do that, man. Like I said, and NC State is a big win for Dave Dorian, man, because he was on. They talking about him being on the hot seat, but no, you didn't. You can't do that because this is the type of games that you can get. See, you said they was never said they was good. Yes, they are touchdown true. You tripping, man?
He's saying Georgia Tech's not good.
That's crazy.
Boy, dude, you about to get kicked. And that's bias aside, bro. Are you nuts? They're probably one of the best coached teams in the country, bro. Maybe not talent for talent, but like they're well coached, bro. A loss is a loss, but
if you're saying they're not good,
you wild, bro. I guess you think Michigan's better, right?
That's tripping.
Because they would win, like Dave Portnoy said, y'all would win the SEC. So
like, don't listen to Dave Portnoy. He just something wrong with him. Anyway, but yeah, I think Haynes King is probably in your top Heisman after this performance. Even in a loss, 500 yards of offense for one dude. That's crazy. And it still wasn't enough. That's the crazy part about it. But nonetheless, though, like I said, NC State gets a win here, man. So shout out to them, man. But the ACC is taking a really big turn because Miami lost as well. Georgia Tech lost.
SMU still in the hunt too.
And SMU still in the hunt. Virginia's still in the hunt. So you got some work to do, right? So now nobody's comfortable, in my opinion. So let's see what we got next, man.
It sucks, but I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, they should be cool.
So before we even get into this game, can we all acknowledge that I can't respect the quarterback who takes zero accountability and always throws other players under the bus? Carson Beck is ass, bro. You could throw the ball around. You could throw the ball around all you want, almost 300 yards. He makes bad decisions when it counts, and he takes zero accountability. Like, you're not hot shit, bro. I could rattle off over a handful of freaking names that would freaking outclass you any week, bro. Like, I don't know where you get this unheralded sense of cockiness, like that you could just not have accountability. Like, for me, as a GM or a scout, I'm turned off by that. I'm not freaking taking that. Because you're not hot shit to start with. And you can't take no accountability, like, for when your team loses. The same thing happened when they took that other loss earlier in the season. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
And Jennings outplayed him. Jennings is a baller. I take Kelly Jennings over Carson Beck. That's just me.
I like that. Like I said, it's another team that's dangerous because they can spread you out, you know.
Hell yeah, they can.
So this is not surprising though. Just Carson Beck just ain't that dude, man. I'm sorry. He's just not. Like, even at Georgia, I was like, he's the top pick. I don't see it. You know, now he has some top pick qualities. The fact that he's actually got some size, he's got a pretty live arm, but like decision making is above average at best. And then you add this whole thing where like he's not taking accountability. That is a red flag, right?
Hell yeah.
You can't be our starting quarterback on an NFL team and not take accountability, man. That's just what it is. So
who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? Is he talking about Georgia Tech? Because Georgia Tech's look good all year.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I think he's talking about Georgia Tech.
I don't know, but I do.
And if that's the case, they didn't even have that much hype at all coming into the season. We've been pumping them up.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Miami? Okay. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, Miami was. I don't know. Like they just Miami. They just do shit like this. Like they need to. I don't know. They just suck right now, man. Carson Beck sucks, and like he just gotta play better. Like that's it. That's all. He just gotta play better, man. Like and you can't. And you already kind of lost the locker room a little bit with this shenanigans. So like
It's
you
a
don't want to
constant
do that.
thing.
And Mario Cristobal probably got them dudes running right now. They've been running since they lost this game. 12 penalties is ridiculous. That's undisciplined.
Very much.
You had the ball longer than them. You
Dude, you
had
had them
12
beat by over
penalties.
15 minutes. Like,
Like
that's substantial. Like, what? Like,
like
what are we doing?
that's just ridiculous, man. Like they really they should have won this game by a lot. Because all the metrics point to them winning. Just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Andrew for the love. Appreciate that. So let's get into this thing. Let's get into some more stuff, man. Miami lost. That's just ridiculous. I can't believe they lost that game, bro. All right,
Dude,
so
this game was crazy.
it was.
Crazy.
It was.
I don't know if you watched it, but
No, I watched a little bit of it.
dude,
Probably at the time where Texas was up by like 34-10.
bro. And dude, Texas should not have won. Vanderbilt should have definitely won this game. Texas got lucky, because Vanderbilt. I seen them go. It was like before the first end of the first half or whatever the case may be. They drove down the field, they scored, and I'm like, okay, well they got something going. And Texas scored again and again. I'm like, I don't think they're about to go out this easy. And bro, they freaking put on the gas, bro. Just driving down, scoring, and right before you know it, they down by 10 points with like a couple minutes left. They were driving before the freaking game ended. They're a good team. Texas is shaky. Like they did what they needed to do to win, but I'm not impressed with them. Like Arch had a good game, but they shaky to me. Like I just don't see consistency with
The
them.
refs wanted them to win so bad. They probably did. But
Everybody wanted to see them win.
yeah, but I mean Texas, that this is the difference between Vanderbilt and Texas, right? You with Texas, you can pull a game out like this because you have more
Timeout.
athletes than Vandy, right? So, but if this was an even playing field, say this was Vandy and Kentucky, right? Both at
Mm-hmm.
the same level that Vandy is, right? Vandy would win this game, right? But because Texas, is Texas, dog. They got dudes, man, and that's how you win. A game like this when you're not supposed to. It's just like we got more athletes than you. That's all, right? And I think had they had more production from other guys in the run game, I think they probably win this game, right? But that's the thing with Vandy, right? They're not a team that plays well from behind, right? When Diego Pavia has to throw the ball a lot, it's not really his best skill set, right? You don't really want him doing it. You want him to affect the game with his legs and then be able to manipulate you because you have to respect his legs. And then you just throw the ball over the top, right?
He had a
So
really good game though.
yeah, he did. He did. But that's the next step in his development. That downfield passing. He gotta do that. He's probably gonna be drafted.
Oh,
But
he'll get drafted.
Hmm?
He'll definitely get drafted.
Yeah, but for him to make an impact at the next level, he's gonna have to work on that, right? So Texas has a problem, right? They have a problem, and they have a problem with skill players, right? Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know we'd be like, yeah, we just said they got good players. They do, but you gotta have somebody else besides Wingo, right? 2 weeks in a row, he's had a $150 plus against what was that, Mississippi State, and then he almost has 100 in this game with a touchdown. You gotta find somebody else other than him, right? Arch can't do it by himself. He can't do it. He's like Poppy is 37 years old. He definitely is old as shit. He's old as shit, Andrew. That is true. And he fought for some more eligibility, so he might be playing even longer. But nonetheless, man, Texas gets the win here, and their playoff hopes are still alive, right? Still alive. All right, so the game we weren't expecting. So remember what I said last week? I said when you run a spread offense, you can beat anybody. That's what the fuck happened to Hawaii, bro.
Man, the
Hawaii,
quarterback played well, man. They just
yes,
didn't have enough.
just you can't.
Him and Harris balled out again. Harris caught over 130 yards again.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, this is crazy work, man.
Pissed me
Like,
off, bro. Like, come on, man. I want them to win the Mountain West. Why San Jose State want to play good? Like, come on, man.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
freaking cheeks, bro. Like, just let them be great. Like, come
Like
on,
I
man.
said, bro, when you run that spread, bro, it is something to behold when you can attack, especially if you got a good trigger man back there. Right? If you got somebody that's trying to play quarterback, then the spread offense probably not gonna work for you. But if you got a guy that's a natural thrower of the football and just just out there slinging it like in the backyard,
And
you
San
can
Diego,
carve up somebody.
and San Jose State got another guy who catches for hella yards, just like last year.
Oh no, it's not stopping touchdown, Drew. It's not stopping.
The undeserved Hawaii glaze. Bro, you
It's
a
not.
hater, bro.
It's
You a
not
hater
stopping.
today, bro. What is going on?
It's not. It's not stopping
No.
because even though
You
Hawaii lost, they still play San Diego State, which can put them back in number 2 if they win in the
and
Mountain
guess
West.
what? We just got to start rocking Hawaii gear just to piss you off.
For real, man.
Maybe
I
we should
do it.
get pictures. Maybe we should both get the little picture of the dude peeing, but it's got like the Ohio State logo, and maybe he's peeing on Michigan logo. That would be funny.
Like this guy. This guy. I can't believe he said that.
Bro, you such a hater, bro. Like you on some
Right.
like he being diabolical today. Like what got who pissed in your Cheerios, bro?
Just the Jets. But
He don't
Hawaii's
claim
still
that.
alive in the Mountain West, man. Like I said, they got a lot of work to do. But if they beat San Diego State next week, it'll be all right. So, all right. Really, usually don't talk about blowouts like that. But I have to talk about this one per se because Indiana's been on a roll, right? They've been beating people's ass all year long, right? So my thing is, where is their test going to come, right? They played
Big
against
Ten title.
Oregon. They played, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like they played against Oregon and they beat them in Oregon, right? So that should be a big confidence booster, right? So my thing is, and it's funny you mentioned that touchdown, True, because that's where I think their test is. Their test is the Big Ten title game, right? I think uh, they got really favorable games coming up, including Purdue, right? And Purdue's pretty bad. So they got some favorable games left, and they should finish the regular season undefeated, right? So I'm thinking their biggest test is a Big Ten title game, right? They've been playing good, but they need to have a team with a good defense to test them, right? Because last year they played Ohio State, and we was like, well, that was their test, But
This team is different than last year.
yeah,
I do not anticipate that kind of like because last year the whole thing was that we're like, man, their schedule like they haven't really proven themselves, but they've been waxing everybody's ass, and they beat Oregon. It's a good freaking win.
yeah,
They can. I think he gonna think it's crazy, but they have a legit shot to beat them. Not saying they will, but their chances of beating them is a lot better this year than what it was last year. And Ohio
I
State's
agree.
great,
I agree.
but Indiana is just playing on a whole nother level.
No, I agree. I think they got a better shot this year, but I won't believe the hype until they play Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's my thing. Like, yeah, you beat Oregon, and that was exciting, but I don't think Oregon is as good as they were last year. I think like they went 15-0 in the regular season last year. So I don't think that team is as good. I think Oregon will be back to where they were last year next year because Dante Moore's coming back. and this is his first year playing starting quarterback. So
And they're
I
good on
think,
this. And you get Decory Moore coming back in the year too. No,
yeah,
you
man.
won't have. Is Evan Stewart going? Is he draft eligible this year?
I
Or
think so,
I
but
don't think he's a senior.
yeah, but he might have medically redshirted, so he could come back.
Well, then if you get him back, then you got those two guys, and that's really good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they start going touchdown troop and everything, but I mean, like I said, you're playing against like a legendary defense right now. Like Ohio State's on this. Like, remember Georgia a couple years ago, like their last of the championship they won. Like they
Mhm.
were like giving up 7 points a fucking game. Well, that's where Ohio State is right now. They haven't given up much at all season.
Mhm.
So you gotta see that type of game. So I'm hoping that maybe Michigan doesn't beat them this year. So maybe we can actually see this matchup in the
Because if
Big
they
Ten.
lose to Michigan, they're like, no, we can't drop one to Indiana. We can't
Yeah,
lose to both. Like
like
you can only
that's
get one.
like like yeah, they probably gonna get beat the fuck out the frame if they lose to Michigan again. So like, because shit, that's what happened. That's why they won the title last year. They had a lot of good players, of course, but still, they beat the shit out of everybody after that.
It's
Like
like
they was
Michigan can fling the fact that they beat them every year, but like Ohio State won a title too. I mean,
they're quite
and then they set up a path of destruction after. It's like, oh well, we won, but feel sorry for anybody else. They got to go there. Yeah, I don't think Bryce Underwood's gonna know what to do against Ohio State's
yeah,
defense,
no,
bro. I think he's cooked. So he's
like
gonna
don't get
fucking
me
cook.
wrong, man.
He's
Look,
not bad,
Bryce Underwood is talented as hell, man. But
but
like he's
that
in
can only
the
get you so far, dog.
that's like their offense is not that don't fit him, man. I don't know why he would go there. He should be somewhere where he can just throw the ball around the yard, man. Like all of this I formation shit, save that for Sunday. Like I like to see spread the fuck out, throwing the ball, like having fun, using
Imagine,
the weapons, man.
imagine a guy like that. I know he wouldn't have gone there. Obviously, he's a Power Five kind of guy, but imagine if he would have went to a place like Texas Tech. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Man, like yo, like
Just
dude.
saying.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like like I said, I'm glad Michigan got like a really good quarterback because it's been a very long time since they had a top guy, right? But I still want to see like
You
him
gotta
just
adjust, like cater the
yeah.
offense to him.
But maybe that's just the Big Ten. But I mean, Ohio State spreads
No.
it out. Like Indiana spreads it out. Maryland definitely spreads it out,
Yeah,
right?
too bad they fired Mike Loxley.
What? They
Stupid.
fired Mike Locksley?
Yes.
Wow,
That's dumb. That's a mistake.
that's so stupid.
That's gonna throw them back so far.
Yeah, they gonna be ass. I wasn't expecting that, man.
No,
Like
when they told me earlier, I'm like, that's gotta be,
that's gotta be. I was like, that's gotta be some trolling.
Oh wait, hold up. Let me just make sure.
Yeah, well, let me know that because Mike Locksley, they've been respectable under Mike Locksley, but you can't
There's
expect.
rumors, but it doesn't appear that it's happened. But there are definitely things
Okay,
floating around.
okay, all right,
So maybe it's a conversation that's being had. I think that would be a horrible idea because
I do
Maryland
too.
was dog shit before he got there.
Absolute trash, and they was just a basketball school at that point. All right, so we got to give a big shout out to Rich Rodriguez, man. This was a big win. This is a program building win for Rich Rod, man. We beat Houston by 10 points, man. Wait until he gets his Pat White type quarterback. Wait till he get him. The quarterback that can affect the run game and carve you up in the pass game. Wait till he gets him.
Maybe he should try to get Lagway or Settlers. They won't go there, but that would be crazy.
I could see Sellers. I couldn't see Lagway. I think Lagway would go to a bigger or a program that fit his skill set a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But Sellers with Rich Rock, Oh my god! don't tickle my fancy with that. Don't
Oh
threaten me
hell
with a
no.
good time because that's a good time, bro. I'm sorry if he could somehow convince him to go to come to West Virginia to play football. Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Oh, he'd win the freaking Heisman playing there.
Oh my god, really? Yes,
He
yes,
said, "Oh my
man.
god, really?"
Yeah, bro. Like that would be ridiculous, bro. Like,
Hey,
come on.
sellers, if you're watching, so I'm pretty sure I don't know if you're gonna leave now because they fired Mike Shula, but like if you go, you
They
should give
fired
Rich.
Mike.
You
Bro,
should.
what is going on with college football? Everybody's getting fired, bro.
Mike Shula's ass, bro.
I know.
But but
I
if
know.
but if you are watching and you have intentions of hitting the portal, maybe you should give Rich Rodriguez a shot.
I think so, man. I think so. Like I said, man, if Dampier, if I think if West Virginia could have got their hands on Dampier from Utah, oh my god, that would have been even better, you know. But like I said, West Virginia gets the win here, and their bowl eligibility chances are still alive, man. So we'll see. All right, so speaking of coaches that have gotten fired, man, Hugh
The Hugh
Freeze is
Freeze
now
experiment is over.
it's over, man. So
Which kind of sucks, man, because
yeah,
I feel like they were close.
yeah,
Like I know they suck, but like you got to give the recruiting a chance because dude, he's been killing it. Now I feel like they set themselves back another 5 years. Like I get it, you're
again,
losing, but it's like, dude, just give him till next year. Give him within the first 5 games next year. If they're starting off crap, fire him. But I feel like he's been doing a lot of good behind the scenes, and I feel like all that's gonna go to waste now. Because
nah,
you see how LSU's not losing commits. I feel like Auburn's gonna start losing some people because they're like, well, what the hell? Like
hey man, you know when your coach is fired, you get like a 30-day transfer window.
that's what I'm telling you.
So I think that's the thing.
That sucks, man. I wanted to see what the final product was gonna look like.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, look, I think a lot of him wasting Coleman. Yeah, they definitely are, and he's gonna be a hot commodity in that transfer portal. Just
We'll
believe
take
that.
another one.
Nah, fuck y'all. Y'all got enough.
No, no, we could take another one.
Nah, y'all good. Y'all got enough. Y'all got enough. Y'all not getting no more aliens.
He's like, y'all got green. Be grateful.
Yeah, y'all got too many aliens as it is. Y'all not getting another one. So no. But I will say this though. Shout out to Mike Stoops, man. All right, because
Saved his ass.
exactly because he was on the hot seat too. But his situation is so different than everybody else's. So like, look,
His seat is hot though, bro.
it is, but it's not. It's not as much.
I like that comment. Now you back in good graces.
No, you're
Now
not.
you back in good
No, you're
graces.
not. No, you're not. All right, so here's my thing. So for everybody that doesn't know why it's like, oh, you don't watch much Kentucky football, right? So Kentucky is in a weird spot, right? So after this, they're 4-5, right? So you're looking at like, well, why don't they fire Mike Stoops? All right, so let me give you the lowdown. All right, so his buyout is $37 million. All right, you'll think, all right, Jimbo Fisher got fired for 75. Brian Kelly got
50
fired and
something.
his was 50, right? But
The
here's the
Franklin's
kicker about Mike Stoops' buyout, right? You fire Mike Stoops, you have 30 days to pay him all $37 million.
wait, who approved that in the contract?
I don't know.
That somebody
But
messed up big time.
when I
So they
tell
pretty much
you,
stuck with that.
I'm going to repeat this. His buyout is $37 million. All right. And if they were to fire him, they have 30 days to pay all $37 million. So unless Kentucky want to get in a really crazy litigation battle, they might just have to bite this bullet for another year until it goes down, a little bit more. But like I said, one thing about Mike Stoops that you can't say is that his teams don't fight. All right, they're not that good, but they always fight. Right? I mean, I've seen them almost beat Georgia at the peak of their powers. So they always fight. And I feel like, you know what? In the traditionally basketball led school, I feel like I would want that for my football program. Let's just not get beat up like Kansas did, like for years. What Kansas used to lose like all their games, 1 or 2 wins for about 3 years.
The Charlie Weiss era.
Yo, all right. So you
That was
get what I'm
bad.
talking about. So like, as long as they fighting, I think Mike Stoops would be good. Like I said, I just think he needs a guy at quarterback, not just somebody like a 5-star that just set the bench for 5 years and then like, oh, I'm just gonna play at Kentucky. Like, no, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just drop yourself in the SEC and be like, oh, I'm going to win a Heisman or something like that. Doesn't happen. You seen Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow took his lumps that first year at LSU. And then he's like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I can play. They just decided to win the Heisman, bro, and the national title. So, like, that's what you need at Kentucky. You need a guy, right? But you also just need to.
Nobody wants to go there.
Yeah, nobody wants to go except Well, nobody wants to go now because basketball. Cal Park gone. He's Arkansas. So, like, nobody wants to go there for basketball anymore either. So
That's gross.
yeah. Well, I was surprised he left Kentucky though, but they probably wanted him to leave anyway.
Yeah, because they were underachieving.
All right, so we'll get into something particular about the American Conference today. But Memphis, Halloween, they beat the shit out of Rice. They ate a lot of rice. They ate a lot of rice.
It's the way you said it. He's like,
What?
they beat the shit out.
They beat the shit out of Rice. I'm sorry. Like that's not.
They had a couple bowls of rice, bro.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of rice, brown rice, white rice, Mexican rice, dirty rice, whatever. They probably had 4 bowls of all types.
They had it all, bro.
They had it all. They beat Rice ass Halloween, man. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, man, is the American Conference, all right? That's what I want to talk about, right? So North Texas is really good. So pay attention. Okay, so fuck Navy because I'm an Army guy, right? The first and foremost.
This is the 0-star quarterback we were talking about last week.
But we gotta talk about. Well, first off, let's talk about Hawkins, man. 200 yards on like 30 carries and 4 touchdowns. Let's talk about that. All right.
Mean
first
Green.
Of all, that's crazy. You even have to pass for 600 yards when you got a running back doing that. Give that man a picture. That's ridiculous. Secondly, that's ridiculous. Give that man a picture. Everybody else got a picture except him, and he went off. So no, ESPN, y'all got to do better. Give him a picture. That's the second thing. All right. So third thing, let's talk about the Americans. So if you've seen Memphis and you've seen North Texas, they're tied with this thing. I agree. He's getting that attention he deserves. But
you said he's getting the detention he deserves.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Ooh,
you know who needs detention? Rice. That was ridiculous.
Oh, they got put in. They got put in detention.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight.
More like purgatory.
Yeah. Like, ridiculous, man. Like, but Memphis and North Texas have the same record, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they played each other either.
I
know
don't
North
think
Texas lost to. I forgot who they lost to.
Let's see.
But they lost, and then I know Memphis lost to UAB like last week. So it's interesting because Navy.
They have not played them.
Yeah, so Navy's
and they don't play them.
Yeah, so Navy's conference record is actually better than North Texas. So when you look at the standings in the American, which is kind of where I wanted to go with this whole thing, because people are like, man, why you put that game on there? That was ass. I was supposed to talk about the American Conference. That's why I wanted to say.
It's a tight freaking race, bro.
So
very tight race.
My Christmas list is North Texas versus Memphis.
My Christmas list.
My Christmas list is North Texas versus Memphis because both teams spread the fuck out, and it's gonna be like 50-50, right? So I want that shit.
Big 12 style.
Yeah, I want that in my life. You know, I want Patrick Mahomes versus Baker Mayfield. That's the shit I want. All right. I don't know who Memphis quarterback is, but I want that
Lewis.
quarterback versus North Texas quarterback. That's the shit I want in my life. I
So
feel like I
Navy, it's
really
time to take a back seat, Navy.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Navy, you're not supposed to be winning those conferences, okay? Take a
Yeah,
back
man.
seat.
Now, I will
Go
say
Army.
though, to get a military academy
In the
back
playoff
into
is
the
crazy.
yeah, to get a military academy back into the national spotlight in college football would be really cool as
No,
well.
it'd be cool to have one of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like this is a long time coming for the military academies. Okay, it used to be good, not anymore. But that's my Christmas list. So I really want North Texas to play Memphis and American. That would be really cool, right? Because to be honest, that game is for the group of five spot in the playoff. So if Navy gets in, that'd be cool. You know, wish it was Army, but shit, I'll take Navy in it, motherfucker. I don't even like Navy like that. All right, man, we got to talk about LSU and Alabama. They play. So, like 2 weeks ago, I was being like, all right, this game gonna be interesting, right? Because you knew what LSU got, right? But LSU is in an interesting spot themselves because Brian Kelly is no longer there. So who knows what kind of offense they gonna run? They can come out and run the wing T. Who
No,
the
I
fuck
think
is
I
stopping
think
that?
I think we're gonna be a little bit more creative than that.
Oh my god.
Hey, dang, bro, you must be trying to be my best friend today. You know something, bro? I'm about to pin that.
Like, dude, this is ridiculous.
I
Stop it.
don't think it's I don't think it's outside the realm of
No, I'm talking
possibility,
about
bro.
touchdown true. I'm going all
He
in.
he
You
out of
went
pocket.
all
He out
in.
of pocket, bro.
You went all in on Tennessee beating us, and you crapped out. And then you went in all in on South Carolina beating us, and we snatched all your money
Oh,
from the center of
but
the table.
he was all in on us getting waxed by South Carolina too.
How much money you got? You losing. Back away from the table.
Nah, I think this is the make or break bet right there. Anybody put anybody Bama. I like him. I like him a lot.
All right, so that's my thing, man. I think this game is actually gonna be different than people think. Like everybody's like, oh man, you know they're gonna beat them. I'm like, nah. Team like we struggled with Auburn last year at the end of the season, and they had Cadillac Williams coaching. All right, keep that in mind. Cadillac Williams is a legend at Auburn.
Love some Cadillac Williams.
Yeah, I do too, and I don't even like Auburn, but that fucking Cadillac, I love him and Ronnie Brown too.
Hell
So
yeah.
like that whole thing, like he wasn't even supposed to be the head coach. He was just the interim. But he had those guys believing, right? And one thing I've been seeing is the interim coach is actually really, really liked by the staff, right? So I feel like they're
We talking
gonna
about
give,
LSU?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Frank
I think
Wilson's cool, man. I
so
don't know.
I think they're gonna give him the best effort possible. And nothing makes them feel better than beating Alabama when they're supposed to be real good. All right. Nothing feels better than that. Right. So I think I'm going Alabama here, man, but I expect this to be an ugly game, bro. Like ugly, ugly. To like not 10-6 ugly, but at least like 21
Like
17.
not game of the century crazy, but like close.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, right? Because the thing that made the game of the century so good is because both teams were like hella good, bro. Like, like it's probably like 40 draft picks on both of them teams combined.
Yeah.
So, like, come on, man. So that game was stupid. But I think this game is gonna be like more subdued. I think it'd be 21-17 Bama. That's what I would go. Like, I don't think it's gonna be too much scoring in this one, man. Like, if it gets out of hand, then that means that it was more issues on the team than just Brian Kelly, right? So, like, it should be a better effort on their side, right? And for us, we're coming off a bye week, so we should be well rested and ready to play, right? I just hope they don't think like, oh well, they fired Brian Kelly, so this gonna be an easy one. It's this guy right here, But I said it'd be close.
My God.
Watch, man.
So, what you about to do?
This guy. What happened?
You said watch. You sound like you was about to do something.
No.
Oh.
No. I don't know, man. Shit.
Now watch when the freaking thing goes to make reels. Hey, I didn't even pick the game, bro. What you doing?
Oh, my bad.
Damn.
Oh, my bad.
Now watch when you're gonna go to make reels, they're gonna make a reel of this. Be a total waste of a freaking reel. No,
oh,
yeah,
shit.
there. Oh shit.
There we go. Oh, now
damn.
My bad. Sorry.
Can be fresh.
Look.
There we go.
Right.
So I really like Frank Wilson, and I think this is going to be another situation, kind of like when Orgeron had took over, how they really wanted to win those games. I don't think Frank Wilson's your guy. We've seen what he was able to do at the FCS level. It wasn't impressive at all. They were really bad. I think that's a guy you have to keep in the building as an ambassador because I just think he's LSU through and through. But I will say, like, they don't have all that extra pressure on them now. Like any team that had high expectations and they fell through and now they don't have that pressure on them and they want to end, they're going to want to freaking put a dampening on Bama's season. Bama's only got one loss. Bama takes a second loss and now things start to become interesting. Things start to get really interesting. So talent-wise, I think that they're going to match up really well. I don't know. I think it's going to be a real beat-em-up game. I think this game is decided by 3 points or so. Like, I don't think this is a blowout. I'd probably say 2017 or 24-21, something like that. I think Bama wins, but I think LSU definitely, shows that the talent is there and that Kelly was the issue and Sloan was the issue.
Yeah, I see it. I can see it, man. All right, so we got a little bit of a preview, a little early preview, man. We got to talk about old Big 12 action, man. Been a long time since we've seen a game like this, man. All right, so Mizzou comes into it, man. I think Pribula is gonna play, but it's not. He didn't break anything in that leg injury, so it's just probably he's gonna be a little stiff. I don't think it matters. I think Texas A&M's gonna win this game. And they're going to win by 3 touchdowns, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's a blowout. I don't think it's a blowout. I think A&M's going to impose their will, and they'll get it done because they're physical. Is Pribula hurt?
Yeah. He's
okay, is Pribula going to play?
From what I was reading, he's not questionable. Well, yeah, it's probably questionable.
Okay.
But I think it might be more doubtful too. I think
if Pribula doesn't play, yes, this game could probably be at least a 2-touchdown game. If he plays, even if limited, I think A&M wins. I can't predict the score. I think A&M's just in a really good groove, and they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they're playing really tough. Yeah, give me Texas A&M.
Yeah, I got Texas A&M, man. But you know what? I would love to see. I would love to see. I would love to see my Hardy go for 200.
Oh, I don't think they're giving up that much on the ground.
No, I don't think so either. That's why
they're really good up front.
That's why it's a Christmas list. You might not get it. All right, man. So we got a big game in the Big 12, actually. So BYU is traveling to Lubbock. I think College Game Day is going to Lubbock. I love their end zone, by the way. That shit is fun. But this should be fun, man. I actually going with Texas Tech in this one, man. I think they about to carve up big BYU, man, and be like, hey, man, y'all ain't about to go to the Big 12 title. Y'all better figure that shit out. But y'all not going. Y'all not going. This is the first time, I feel like Texas Tech is yo, this is the first time we done got a shot at the Big 12 title game without Oklahoma and Texas being in the way. We got to get this shit done now. So I feel like, yeah, they took a loss, but I feel like they ready. They ready. Plus, Arizona State is really talented. So I wasn't really mad at that. But Texas Tech, they got a shot, and I want to see them do it. I like BYU win, but man, I don't see it.
I think BYU is really good, but they always freaking let it go when we want to really buy in. And I think Texas Tech has got a chip on their shoulder after that loss from Arizona State. I think they're like, nah, we spent all that money. We trying to run the table, make the playoffs. I got Texas Tech. Give me the Red Raiders.
Cool. What we got? What we got next? I think this might be San Diego State. Yep, San Diego State and Hawaii, man. So San Diego State is bringing their Aztec butts to Hawaii's new stadium. It used to be Aloha, man, but now we're in a new stadium, man. More compact, more inclusive to the fans, right? And it's not falling apart because Aloha Stadium is falling apart. That shit old as hell. But nonetheless, man, I'm going Hawaii in this one, man, and they get to number 2 in the Mountain West. You already know. Get your donuts out because we glazing up in here. Hawaii.
Yeah, bro, it's Hawaii. It's Hawaii or die, bro. Don't be a hater. You're starting to look at me. You're starting to get in good standing. Don't ruin it, okay? Hawaii or die.
I mean, shit, they already in the bowl game, so they probably like, shit, we done did everything we supposed to do. So, but we got it. All right, we're going NFL, man. We'll be right back with this commercial break. Be right back.
Right.
Stretch your leg.
There we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the Hawaii Glaze session.
Yep, Hawaii to the top.
Rise to the cream of the top.
Macho Man. I like Macho Man. All right, let's get it. All right, so of course, Josh Allen and the Chiefs. I mean, and the Bills.
Oh, that's gross. Don't say that again.
Yeah, if he was on the Chiefs, they'd probably have a better record.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, but like I said, Mahomes in an ugly performance, bro. Like I ain't never seen Mahomes this flustered, bro. Like goddamn, 34 for 15 and an interception. Like, bro, he out there playing like one of them creative players. MVP. Oh, you gotta be. You gotta
MVP leaders cap, bro.
You gotta be. You're just saying stuff now. There's no way. There's no way. No way you see Daniel Jones
He's been playing good, but MVP is that's a stretch. Bro.
Yeah, he ain't even playing like it's MVP season.
If you're gonna throw anybody's name in there, you need to give MVP talk to the guy who beat Josh Allen, a la Drake May. That's who you need to be talking about.
We'll talk about Drake May a little bit later, man. but the Bills get the win here, man. Solid. They really had a balanced attack, man. You look at 100 yards from Kincaid, you got 100 yards from James Cook.
Almost 300 from Allen.
He want that big contract.
Hell no, what? What you mean? I know you're capping, bro. Hell no is crazy. if you really think Josh Allen will win the MVP right over May, you're nuts. They beat him head to head too.
Shit, man. He shouldn't have won last year, to be honest with
No,
you.
that was a charity. That was a charity gift.
Yeah, that's just like ridiculous, bro. I'm like, all right, man. Look, he played cool, man.
They
But
should
Lamar
have
Jackson,
they should have flip flopped it. Allen should have won the year before, and Lamar should have won it last year, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure you probably agree.
yeah, because last season Lamar was bonkers, bro. Like he was just stupid. Like what are we doing? People said he couldn't play quarterback. Dude had 41 touchdowns and like 4 interceptions. I was like, yo, what
They
y'all
always
saying
try
now?
to keep a brother down.
Yeah, yeah,
Always try to keep a brother down.
yeah,
You gotta fight the man. Fight
yeah.
the power.
The man.
Try to keep a brother down. Shoot.
Yeah, man. Ridiculous.
Gosh.
Ridiculous, man. Give it to Allen. Disgusting.
Boy, he wild
And
out.
you know what's crazy though? Lamar Jackson's still playing good after missing like 3 games. He got like 1 interception so far. But the Ravens ass. But we did get the win though. So did the Bills here, man. Joey Bosa getting a sack, man. And McDuffie got a sack as a cornerback. That's pretty good. All right, man. So the surprising upset, surprising result of
Green Bay are
today's
frauds.
action. What the fuck, man?
They frauds, bro.
What the fuck is this? What is this? I mean,
Dude, they
possibility
frauds, bro.
Lamar could win. I mean, technically,
Yeah, but they're not gonna give it to him. The team being like that.
yeah. Like this ain't basketball where you give it to Wilt Chamberlain because he got 50 points and 40 rebounds. Like no, and his team is like bad. So we ain't doing that. Now I will say Lamar can make it interesting should the Ravens like get into playoff contention. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna say it's too late. It's too late. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's not too late for to glaze the Panthers right now. Okay, so the Panthers are this weird microcosm of a team right now. All right, you starting your rebuild process right now, right? Because you fucked up all them draft picks, right? So 2 years of just being straight ass. All right,
It was a dark horse.
just straight. They were my dark horse, man, but I didn't know they was ass like that. I'm sorry. You tried to tell me. You said, like, man, they bad. I was like, man, I don't believe it. No, I believe it. I believed it after like 5 games. So, but now they freshly start their rebuild, man, and boy, this is interesting. Bryce Young is like up and down. He's like a volatile stock market right now. He played real good, and then he give you performances like this. So I have no idea what's going on. But boy, they are over 500.
Green Bay are frauds, dog. They frauds.
Man,
Like
I don't know, but I feel like their Super Bowl chances ended when they got rid of AJ Dillon. All right, because you should win a game like this. Like if you know it's going to be tough going into like the 4th quarter, right? It's like, man, we got a tough game. Why wouldn't you have 2 Josh Jacobs? 2. That's like
the North.
Choke this game away.
The North runs through Detroit, bro.
Huh?
The North runs through Detroit.
Shit, they lost too.
Hey, but I'd definitely take Detroit over them.
I mean, yeah, but I would have taken the Packers if they had AJ Dillon because
He's gone.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not picking the Packers.
Where is he
But I pick the Panthers though again.
He's in freaking Philly. That's so crazy.
They like barely use him. Shit.
They got Tank Bigsby too, and Will Shipley.
They barely use anybody.
They deep as hell.
Yeah, that's why they keep winning, bro. Because they ridiculous. They just run the ball late. They're like, oh, it's so boring. I was like, dude, man, the Eagles would win all the Super Bowls. lost.
So Drew Brees said, he's like, hey, give credit where it's due, but that offense is hella boring.
I was like, shit, man, I will take that offense any day.
If it means I'm gonna keep winning.
Yeah, they're gonna keep winning, bro. I'm telling you, dude, nothing helps you win more than running the football, man. And because they run the ball, they got so many weapons out there backfield, it's ridiculous. And I feel like that's why the Panthers won today, man. Shout out to Dowdle, man. Another good performance. I think it's 4 weeks in a row he's had over like 100, and 2 weeks he had 200 back to back. So like he on the roll, man. So just keep feeding him. Fuck it. Like if it's working, it's working. And the Panthers are 5-4, man. Like
still something.
Playoff team. Nobody talk about. Hey man, I'm sorry, but if you start stacking wins together, and I'm a player, I'm like, shit, we can win every week. And if that goes through your whole facility, shit, that's a good feeling. Instead of waking up like the Browns. Well, how
We're
much
the
we gonna
Browns
lose by today?
Myles Garrett wakes up. He's like, I'm gonna do my thing, collect my check. I'm good.
Yeah, he was sitting on the end of the bench. Man, I'm not fucking with you guys.
I'm gonna get my numbers. I'm gonna get all my
Bro, I
incentives.
got 5 sacks today, and we still lost by 3 touchdowns. I'm not talking to y'all. Fuck y'all, man. All right, let's talk about your Patriots, man. So let's point this out, right? So the Patriots were okay last year, right? Okay. But boy, 7-2.
You want me to point out a really cool stat from the defense? In 9 straight games, the Patriots have not allowed a running back to rush over 50 yards. Impressive.
Mindset. You have to want to stop the run. You can't
And
just
Drake
stop
May and Drake May continues to just he's got to have one of the best completion percentages in the league. Dude, like every time I see it, it's like, man, like out of like 30 passes, he got like 3 or 4 incompletions. Like every freaking week. And he doesn't throw many picks. He threw one today. But they got it done, man. They play clean ball. Demario Douglas caught for 100 yards off 4 catches. That's crazy. Caleb O'Shea had a freaking sack.
So here's my thing, right? So the Patriots won. So that's like the big deal here, right? But my biggest issue is with the Falcons, man. You have so much talent on this offense.
They have a top 5 offense and defense, and they suck. Like, how does that work? Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
How are y'all ass, but like on paper, y'all not?
I don't understand why the fuck y'all just won't air this shit out with Michael Penix, bro.
He had a good game. He finally kind of,
But like, yo, we gotta air this shit out, man. Like, if we're gonna spread, we should just spread it out at this point. Just let him throw the ball all over the yard. He clearly has a feel for the offense, man. Just let him pick these teams apart, man. Like excitement or something. They just seem so boring, man. So boring, and I don't like it. And because they have so much talent, man. And then what's even more disheartening is the fact that they're not doing what I was saying do when you drafted Pierce and Williams. You got 2 alpha dogs at defensive end that really can get after the passer. I'm like, dude, you can win some games just getting after the passer. Just being a fly or a bee or anything just around the quarterback. You can win games just like that. And they just don't want to fucking do it. And this is why it was like, why you hire Raheem Morris, man? He was boring with the Buccaneers. That's what it was. They weren't ass. They just weren't effective offensively. Like, they were just boring. You could just sit there and you can almost predictable what their offense was gonna do. There's nothing they were gonna do that was gonna surprise you. And this is what they playing like now, right? Drake May had a great game and he had great production. And then still, the Falcons still almost won this game, right? 9 points in the 4th quarter. So you can't tell me if you were just a tad bit creative on offense, you could have won this game.
Free Kyle Pitts.
Exactly. Just throw the ball to Kyle Pitts. Like, come on, man.
Just free him. Just free Kyle
Like,
Pitts.
that's
We'll take him.
Yeah, that's shit. We'll take
We'll take him.
For real, man. Like, it's just ass, man. And they just made the wrong hire, man. At this point, I would have hired Bill Belichick. Fuck. Like, yeah, you beat him in the Super Bowl, and
Dude, that would be there's no way Arthur Blank would ever he would never do
man,
that.
Arthur Blank should have did that.
They had rumors that he was gonna, I don't know if he had an interview or not, but that was being talked about. I'm like, dude, talk about the most ironic or anticlimactic shit ever. The dude who embarrassed y'all and cursed y'all is gonna be the one to take y'all out of the shit.
Man, shit, sometimes it worked like that, bro. But I would have took a shot, man. Fuck it, man. At least defensively, they would have been able. There's no way Bill Belichick would have said, "I got James Pierce Jr., pretty good pass rusher, and then Michael Williams on the other side." Or not Williams. They got the other guy from Georgia. But no way. I got two of these good pass rushers that I'm not gonna just unleash them on the NFL. No way. Bill Belichick would have never did that. So I don't understand what's going on. But Raheem Morris, he got to go. And like that's just, and you know me, I love my black coaches. I want them to get opportunities all the time. But if you suck, you suck. I'm sorry.
Like the Bengals defense right here.
Bro, all right. So speaking of the Bengals defense, all right. So we already knew that the Bengals was in trouble, right? Because their defense was bad, and then you take out Joe Burrow, now you got a really bad team, okay?
Man, but offensively, they've been doing it, bro.
They've been doing it, right? But
Man.
Here's my thing about doing it, all right? I want to see the Bears play like this all the time. This is the offensive explosion I was hoping for, right? When you hire Ben Johnson and you get Caleb Williams, who's the best quarterback you've had potential-wise in the history of your franchise. All right? This is what I was talking about. Let's just air this shit out. You know what I'm saying? We got to pass 50 times, fuck it. We'll pass 50 times, right? But they got great production out of, I can't really see his name. I don't know who that is. Mo Nangi? We say that? Mo Nangi. We say that.
Big Mo.
He got +76 on the ground.
We'll call him Big Mo.
Big Mo. Exactly. Big Mo. We'll say Big Mo. So Big Mo got 176 yards, man. That is production. So, in my opinion, fuck DeAndre Swift. Let's play him more. Like, I mean, it worked. Why not?
Bro. Flacco out here trying
Loveland with 100, bro.
Bro. Joe Flacco out here looking like he's trying to go play somewhere else too. Look at him. Freaking Higgins and Chase over 100 yards. Dude threw for almost 500 yards, bro. And they still lost.
Here's the thing. Like, all right. So here's my thing, right? So me being a Ravens fan, Joe Flacco is my guy. All right. I love Joe Flacco. All right. I love Lamar Jackson too. But Joe Flacco got us that Super Bowl. Right? So you gotta understand. Joe Flacco is at this point in his career where it's like, I can play with Chase and Higgins. I never had this many weapons around me. Of course, I'm about to throw for 500 yards because I'm having fun. This is ridiculous. They probably talking to Joe Burrow like, "Yo, you have this all the time. You should have told me." This is ridiculous.
Dude, Flacco looking like he about 25 right now.
Yo, straight out of Delaware. Clowning.
Yeah, it looks so wrong.
It looks look good.
But you say it's easy, but their offensive line is ass. So no, Flacco just out there balling.
Yeah, and then you look at fucking the Falcons we just talked about. All that talent. It don't look easy, though.
Flacco just needs to ride out the rest of the season and sign up to be the Steelers backup next year so he could say he played for all four teams.
True. But he good as hell though.
It
Man.
looks so weird in Cincy, but
I think he got. I think obviously you can't just go to like the Saints if you Joe Flacco. I wouldn't do that. But if you got an opportunity, say the Dolphins get rid of Tua, right? But they keep Waddle and they keep everything else, right? I would entertain that shit a little bit because you got some weapons on that team, and McDaniel probably gonna let you just sling the ball around like you're doing right now. No sense of bucking the trend, trying to make you into something you're not. Joe Flacco's always had a big arm, man. That shit ain't going nowhere, right? He can throw that shit a mile. Okay. So this don't surprise me, man. Not saying Joe Burrow don't have a big arm because Joe Burrow does have a big arm. But when you sit here and you just got a guy that just, hey, I see him open, I'm gonna throw the ball. It's not complicated. When you got a guy like that, it really makes it easy. So I feel like he might next year when Joe Burrow comes back, I feel like he's gonna play this way. And he might have 6,000 yards next season. Flat. Like that would be my bold prediction for next year. Because you can't tell me that Joe Burrow can't do this. I think he can. Every week, I think he can throw for 400 yards. Question is, are they gonna protect him? But shout out to the Bears, man. 500 yards
it's
off.
that fingernail polish.
Yeah, bro. He got that good batch in.
The imported stuff. That top shelf product.
Yeah, he got that fingernail polish from Timmy Chain. That's what it's
he got a Sephora credit card.
Yeah, he got the good batch in. All right, so my Ravens get the win here, man. All right, so my thing about this one is more so talking about the way Lamar looked.
More so how bad the Dolphins are too.
Well, we ain't talking about them; they suck. But okay, my team's bad too, but not that bad. there's levels to badness. Our team's not that bad, but I gotta give a big shout out to Lamar Jackson, man, coming out prepared. like yo, you've been out for like 3 games. He had like, oh, shit, I've been healthy the whole time. like 4 touchdowns, no interception. Derrick Henry looked comfortable again. Like that's pretty good confidence moving forward. And not out of the playoff race by any means. The Dolphins are completely out of the playoff race. That's 2-7. But 3-5, it's pretty good. You can wheel off some wins and then sneak a playoff, game in there. But that's bad. Yeah, the Dolphins are really bad touchdown. They really bad. They there for them. Like this is bad. They fired their GM. Tyreek Hill's out for the season.
They cooked.
They
ass, bro.
At this point, I would just suck the rest of the season, bro, just so I can figure out what we're gonna do with the first overall pick. Because to be honest, it's been a while since the Dolphins have had the first overall pick. Like, what was that 2007 when they drafted Jake Long or some shit like that? So it's been a long time since they had a top 5. Well, not top 5 pick, but at least top 3. It's been a while. Yeah, no, it hasn't. They drafted a dude from Oregon, Deion something.
Who?
Ass.
Miami?
Yeah. Probably the Titans again. They suck.
It's probably going to be either Tennessee, New Orleans, maybe Miami.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think the Titans might win a game or 2. They might fuck up their chances because going back to back.
Hey, they gonna pull a Jets when they wanted to try to get Trevor Lawrence.
That's ridiculous. I was like, dude, he actually might be good there. That's the thing. That might have been the best option for them. But
who would be taken? I don't know. It all depends on who has the pick, because Caleb Downs is going to be somewhere in that conversation too. So it's like,
yeah, and if you're in,
but DBs don't go at high. But DBs haven't. What was the last DB to go that high? Was that Stingley? Well, Stingley was top 3, and then Okudah I think went top.
Yeah, Okudah went 3.
I think Stingley went 3 too.
Yeah,
and only one of those guys.
Like those are corners. So like that's a position you would take top 3.
Like,
especially if you need it. But Caleb Downs might be first overall, bro, because he different. He different. He can play corner and he can play safety. Like that makes a difference, man. And I think if you're the Titans, I would probably go after Caleb Downs, bro. But let's just start building the team around our 2 stars. Cam Ward, Cameron Downs. I love that shit. Cameron's all over the world. We winning. Anyway, but the Lions take a loss here. I wasn't expecting this shit. I was like, dude, really? The Vikings lost? I mean, the Vikings won this game? Are we
Gross.
seriously? Like, are we seriously talking about this? I was like, ugh, disgusting, man. But I feel like the Lions lost this game because they ain't had no running game for real.
Goff played good, man.
Yeah.
Goff had a good game, didn't turn the ball over. They just didn't do it. The run game, they didn't do enough either.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest.
And their offense starts there. Like when they run the ball, it opens up Goff's pass game. And they're usually real heavy with him and Gibbs, and it just doesn't look like they were able to get it off.
And I see 10 turnovers for 10 penalties for 76 yards.
I was about to say 10 turnovers is insane. How you lost by 3 but turned the ball over 10 times?
That's like 50s NFL. Fuck it,
He gonna be down there somewhere.
Yeah, fuck it, Like Paul Krause got 12 interceptions, bro.
Shit, yeah. Paul Krause is the GOAT.
Yeah, he's nasty, bro. I don't know why nobody talk about him, bro. Like,
because he's white. Because he's white.
Well, holy shit, everybody was white back then. Like,
Paul Krause balled out in Minnesota and then proceeded to go and freaking ball out in freaking Washington too.
Dude, you gotta get it right. He was in Washington first.
Yeah, he's him and Largent. Largent's the white Mamba on offense, and Krause is the white Mamba on defense.
Yeah, like I don't understand how the hell Washington got rid of him after having 12 interceptions in your first season.
Like, well, I'd have gave him a freaking extension right then.
Yeah, like
I'm just gonna extend your look. I'm gonna pick up your 5th-year option early, like 4 years early, and I'm gonna give you like another 5-year extension on top of that.
Like that was ridiculous. Like, yo, I got 12 picks already. You know what I'm saying?
Last year, Goff had like 5 picks or something.
Well, I mean, they still probably run the game though, like because they could run. That's a big difference, man. Like Aaron Jones got 78, man. So like he did his thing. All right, so your Patriots are going to Tampa Bay.
Ooh, it's not Tampa Bay no more.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Let's go, the Bucks. Run the rock.
Look, bro, this is a really cool matchup, bro, because you got 2 quarterbacks who are playing real confident and playing really good football. Baker and Drake, that's a cool matchup, bro. But I feel like the Patriots defense is going to really force Baker to throw because I don't think Tampa's going to be able to run on them. I think New England can stop the run. I think it's just going to come down to which quarterback wants it more. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be biased with this pick. Give me the Patriots. This would be a freaking great win. You get a win here, you're 8-2 and firmly in the driver's seat in the division because you already got the win advantage on Buffalo. This would be a huge momentum and confidence booster. I think it'll be close. It could really go either way, but I'm going to go Patriots. I like what they're doing.
I'm going to go Patriots too, man. I like what Drake May is doing. I like his comfortable play, man. He looked confident. He looked ready to play, man. Like every game, he just looked comfortable, and he's getting more confidence. And the more confidence he get, the better the Patriots gonna be. And shit, the Patriots #1 in the AFC East now.
Yeah, we've been in first place the last few weeks.
Yeah,
we're in first. Thinking. Yeah, we're running the division.
I'm thinking because the Bills was like they had like 6 wins, and I'm like, y'all got 7. They should be #1 by now. If my math is correct, and it really is.
Who you got?
I got the Patriots. I said the Patriots.
What?
Yeah. See, I'm not anti-Patriots, man. I'm good. All right, so
give me Baker.
So usually I would say, hey, this is a good game. But after the Packers lost to the Panthers,
Nah, I think belt to ass. Give me the Eagles, bro.
yeah, I'm
Green
thinking,
Bay, Green Bay are the Packers are frauds.
yeah, I was like, I was so excited to put this game on here. I was like, okay, Jair Alexander's coming back to Lambeau, which is not really a big deal anyway. Um, but I was like, okay, it's gonna be good. Now I'm not so sure. It's gonna be ass. Eagles for me too. Ain't AJ Dillon coming back? They might give him the ball. All right, so my Ravens take on the Vikings, man. They go into the mighty US Bank Stadium, which is actually pretty cool looking. Like it's a whole,
Badass.
yeah, it's a
We were
pretty,
talking we were talking about how the old dome had the freaking snow go through. Remember that? Remember watching that live on ESPN?
yeah. I was like, yo, I was like, hey, is that snow? Come
How was supposed to
inside.
get in there? They ain't got
Like,
it ain't retractable.
I was like, wait a minute, like the snow ain't supposed to get in. It's supposed to stay out. That is
they
a
got
dome. What is
they
going
got a
on here?
retractable dome.
I was like, yo, like, and then it broke in like 2 or 3
It
spots.
freaking
I was like, yo. Then what's crazy is people was like, what's crazy is like people once they like cleared it out, I was like, yo, y'all can't play in here no more, right? Because like yeah, just a hole in the roof. Like you can't play in here anymore. I was like, yo, but I got my Ravens in this one, man. I think Lamar coming back is a big deal. And I think we should string together a couple wins, man. I feel like Henry will give you another 100 yards, and that's gonna be a difference in this one, man. So I think Lamar, being the orchestrator is a little bit better than Cooper Rush. But I will say, Hundley being back as the backup is a good deal because he did start a playoff game for us. And I gotta give him his love for that because Lamar was knocked out. So it was like, hey, we gotta go with this guy. And I think we played the Bengals that year or something like that. And he was actually pretty good. That game came down to the wire. So I was like, cool. But that's a better backup than Cooper Rush. I'm sorry, man. Like, like he was backing up Dak Prescott, bro. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like you just gonna Dak Prescott gets hurt, you just gonna put in Cooper Rush and everything gonna be okay? No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. But it's cool though. I fucks with you, touchdown Drew. I wasn't gonna say 35-20 though. But I say it might be closer.
I think they'll win it. I think Minnesota just McCarthy ain't where he needs to be yet. And I don't know. I think Minnesota's got a good squad, but I'm gonna get the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens make the playoffs, but I think they win this game.
Oh, dirtbag. Oh, it's so dirty, man. What if we do? I don't think then my Super Bowl talk gonna come back and be like, shit, Super Bowl or bust again. That would be like, nah. I think we can make the playoffs, man. It's just to figure out
Wait, what's a hot take?
I guess the Ravens making the playoffs or some shit. I think that's it. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Ravens making the playoffs would be cool. But like I said, shout out to Roquan Smith. I think every game this year he's had double-digit tackles. So if you're talking defensive player of the year, you should probably look at him, man, because he is what 9-10 games in the season now, and he done had like 10 tackles about every game. So he's sitting about 80. He could easily have about 200 before the season's over. So, like, that would be crazy. I mean, nah, it's not really that high of a take. I mean, shit, we 3-5 right now. So, I mean,
They would need a lot to go their way.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know, man. Like, he just Lamar's back, and that's the biggest issue, right? You ain't got to worry about Cooper Rush playing quarterback anymore. So I'm good on that part, man. But that is today's show. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, one of our slower, faster shows, man, because our teams didn't play, so we didn't have to go deep diving into it. So, but tell the people what you're working on. What you got going on.
We should talk about these crazy firings. Let's talk about the supposed conversation that happened in Baton Rouge last Sunday. They freaking clear out the building. They bring him in, and supposedly the conversation is, look, not trying to run you out of town, but Joe Sloan's got to go. He's got to go. It's not working. Now, a lot of the sources are pointing to this happening, but you're never going to fully know because you weren't there. A lot of them saying he fought with them about that. With how bad he was, he's like, no. He's like, well, you're not firing my offensive coordinator. I don't give a damn. You're not firing him. So they go back and forth, and it turns into like a heated exchange, like where they're like yelling and like going back and forth. And I think Scott Woodward at that point is like, you know what, dude, like, you can get out of my office. Like, I'm not dealing with you no more. You're not winning it when it counts. We tried to cut you some slack. Your offensive coordinator was cheeks, and you want to be like that, you could go. And then Scott Woodward goes ahead and gets laid off in the last couple of days. So we're about to have a new president. We're about to have a new AD. We're about to have a new head coach. We're coming in all fresh. So,
I mean, cool, I guess. If y'all gonna do it, you might as well do it, the right way, right? So we'll see. I don't know, man. LSU's a good job to have, man. They need to find the right guy. That's all. They need to find the right guy, and that's it, man.
So if we're just gonna start talking about names,
I mean, that's it. That's cool.
I heard. I don't know if it's legit, but I heard rumors he was seen leaving the building with his bag in his hand and a smile on his face. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that. And they had a picture of him at a Superior Grill like a couple days later. He's like, he asking for like a large queso right now and a margarita because he about to live that shit.
Man, shit. Brian Kelly he in Cabo right now. He like, shit. This check, this $800,000 check hit. Man, I'm going to Mexico. I'm out of here, man.
Me and my family.
Man,
my family.
Man, he left his family in Baton Rouge. That boy down there about to get him a salsa chicken. He ain't playing. He done.
We kind of talked about this last week off the air, but like, who do you think they should target? Because Dan Lennings came out, and this doesn't mean anything, but he came out and said he has zero interest of going anywhere. So let's just say, supposedly, that name's off the. Let's just say that name's gone, and then we throw Marcus Freeman in there. Most people would be like, you got a cush job at Notre Dame. Probably doesn't want to leave after what happened to Kelly after. But it was said that Florida and Penn State reached out, and he curved them immediately. But we haven't heard anything about him not being interested in that job. That's an interesting take. Don't think it would happen, but interesting to say the least. We did our top 5 the other day, like top 5 candidates. You hear Nick Saban's name. I think that is so unlikely it's not even close to happening. But I will say that would be the one phone call he would listen to, because I think if he were to come back, I think he wants to ride off into the sunset like where he wished he never would have left in the first place. But the number would have to be like, people were talking like $15 million a year over 3 or 4 years. Like, that's pretty crazy. But if the chance is there, I'm paying it. Just me. The obvious, I think the best case scenario for them is Lane. I think Lane is the perfect fit. You get younger. You get a guy who's very in touch with NIL, with recruiting. I think it's a step up. Not saying you can't win at Ole Miss, but it's an obvious step up job that I feel like you deserve to see, what's going to happen. Like, you haven't had a job that high profile since you were like at USC, Tennessee. This could be your chance to really prove yourself. I think it makes a lot of sense, personally. Now, let's just say all the big fish are gone. They're either re-signed, wherever, whatever. I like Eli Drinkwitz, to be honest with you. I like him a lot. I think that's a really good fit. I know Cody's like, I know he's kind of a nerd or whatever, but like, that dude's good.
Man.
Like, to say like what he's been able to do, like losing Blake Baker should have been like a big deal. They've kept it going. They're good.
Yeah.
I think him with the extra assets, the money, everything, I think he could do a really good job.
So y'all need to push y'all chips on Lane, man. All
I
right,
agree.
that's it, man. Y'all need to push y'all chips in on Lane. Give him whatever he want. Ferrari, house at your biggest and most luxurious neighborhood. Make sure his kids get the best education. Have a scholarship for his sons and daughters or whatever. Have that shit ready. Give him all the NIL money he can get. Y'all need to give him everything. A private jet for recruiting purposes. Like whatever the fuck he want, y'all need to give it to him, all right? Because he the best candidate you got. All right, he's a proven offensive genius. Everywhere he's been has been top 5 in offense, including in Alabama. That's when we had our best run offensively. So you gotta get all right. I hear Eli Drinkwitz. I think he actually should look for another job before taking a job like LSU. Mizzou's good, but you need another one, right? To really understand what it takes to, to understand what it takes to be at a big program like that. Mizzou ain't like that. Mizzou's like a mid-major in basketball right? Now they're good at basketball, like real life. But in terms of basketball and football comparison, in terms of where they are on the hierarchy, they're like a mid-major. You need another one. You need another job before you did that. You started at Appalachian State, got them real good, then you took the next step. You gotta take another step before you do that. All right. So that's kind of what it is, right? So y'all need to push y'all chips on Lane and really do it, right? And yeah, touchdown too. We dating an LSU player, so
Hey, his son has LSU like in his top 3 too. So
yeah. So
just
I
saying,
mean,
that's something to pay attention to.
there you go. Like that's the only move that makes sense in my opinion, right? You can try to get Drinkwitz, you can try to do other people, whatever. Y'all need a person that is going to get y'all to the next level, right? Coach O was great for y'all because he was a native, basically. All right, he fit the culture. That's what it was, right? And I think we went back and forth on this, and he shouldn't have been fired anyway. But he is he not there. Y'all need somebody that's gonna bring some waves in. And I tell you, Lane Kiffin is gonna bring some waves in. And y'all need it, man. No need to bring in somebody because this is a high profile job. It should
No
not
time
be
to experiment.
yeah, it shouldn't be a job that you just hire the hot shot guy. No. You gotta earn the spot to be the head coach at LSU. Right? Like you gotta do the same thing at Alabama. You gotta earn the right to coach at Alabama. Nobody just gets the job at Alabama. And don't get it twisted. Alabama went through that shit too, man. Hiring dudes that just like you ain't ready. So that's the whole thing. So I'm thinking y'all gotta do that. Y'all got to.
I don't know if you heard. I think O would come back as his assistant, to be honest with you. But they
Yeah.
were asking about coming. He's like, should I get my truck right now? I'd do that today. Like, I come back in a heartbeat. And I think it was a lot more than them just winning and losing. There was some stuff off the field that was going on. And he didn't really do a good job at building a contingency plan. But even if not, like having a team like that, you know how hard it is to try to what's it called? I lost my train of thought. You know how hard it is to try to freaking even get, not gonna say win after, but like that's hard to win after you pretty much deplete your entire roster like that. Like
Yeah.
that's really freaking hard.
Well, that's
Now, could they have done better? Yeah. But
that's what I was trying to tell you, LSU contemporaries on fucking Twitter. I was like, dude, all right, y'all cool. Y'all won. Y'all think y'all gonna win again? It's not gonna be like that. Because you losing somebody very important as a quarterback position. You're not gonna do that again. So you're gonna have to figure that shit out long term. And that's exactly what happened, right? Y'all struggled. Y'all had lost that first game. I think UCLA or something like that. And I was like, yo, it's gonna be a rough season if you losing like that. And I was like, and it was. So I was like, but I hope they don't fire him because that's the expectation. Like you're gonna have a little drop off, just a little bit. It's not gonna be that much. I mean, it kind of was a big drop off.
getting fired 20 months after that, like winning that championship is insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like that's crazy, bro.
I'm
And then,
like,
but I think the thing that drove me the worst is like Woodward fired Orgeron. After that, then you turn around and you give a 10-year contract to a guy who has not had any major. Like, yeah, you went to a national title. Okay, give you credit. One of the winningest coaches, currently winningest coach. That was a dumbass freaking move. 10 years? Are you freaking nuts? Ogeron's buyout was only $17 million, dude. Why would you give him that much money? That was insane. Like that didn't make no. I know, and we didn't really talk about the money aspect when it happened. We were both just kind of like, "That's crazy." But like, I'm like, now I'm like, dude, like, who told you? Who gave you the okay? Like, yeah, you could spend that kind of money. What? What? That was
nah, man,
insane.
like his whole thing was you couldn't expect him to take y'all to the promised land because he hadn't done it anyway, right? But I will say I was optimistic about his run at LSU because I was like, all right, well, yeah, I don't have a coach like I ain't had a coach like him in a while, right? A little bit of a weirdo, right? Not necessarily, fitting y'all mode or whatever. But I will say, I was like, you know what? He's a winner. And if you can win at LSU with this resources that you didn't have, I was like, all right, let's see what you got. Right? I was optimistic on it, right? And then, he goes to the SEC title game, beats Bama, right? So I'm thinking, okay, cool. This is a step in the right direction, right? I was more concerned about my team, honestly. Like, shit, what are we gonna do? We ain't got our coach no more. So what are we gonna look like? Right? But seeing how the team is kind of like evaporated almost. Like you got so many good talent, so many talented players on there. And it just felt like the edge had just left.
He
Like,
didn't, and he just didn't have that grit to him. Like, and I
yeah,
listened to you remember Jacob Hester. I was listening to him talk. He's like, dude, if you're gonna run the show here, like you gotta be gritty. You gotta be ready to fight. They never had that edge on them. And
yeah,
that's on your coach. Like he just look, even I was talking about the family thing, like right then and there, I'm like, okay, that's a bad look. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna want to do one of two ways. Either it's just gonna work because you got the experience and you have everything, or this is gonna be really bad and you're gonna underachieve. It was the latter, you know. It just, dude, like when Les Miles was there, for instance, like when Les Miles was there, you knew that they were gonna punch you in the mouth every single week. We were talking about that game of the century. That was a game just like that. Even when Ogeron was there, they're gonna be gritty. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be disciplined. They just never felt like they had dog in them. Like you'd have some dominant wins, but you just never like, damn, they are just whooping that ass. Like I remember, I think it was when it was either Ogeron or Les Miles there. We had like Oregon, like week one. It was like in Dallas, Texas, or something a while back. I don't know if you remember, and we blew them out. And it was just in dominant fashion. Like they just never were like that in the almost 4 years. It's just they never had that edge. He couldn't fit in the culture. He was selfish. He wasn't interested in fitting in the culture. He wanted to do everything his way, even though he never won a national title before. Why not buy in and truly just delve? Because I feel like any of these other names we talked about would do that. Like if Dan Lanning would really be that guy, it's not going to happen. But if he would, I think he'd be that guy. He'd just be like, I'm here, I'm in it. Brian Kelly's like, I'm here, like I'm doing it the way I want it, which hasn't proved to do anything, you know?
yeah. So like I said, Brian Kelly's run was just kind of stumped at the start, man, because you didn't really invest yourself in LSU, right? And you can't do that. You can't do that at any SEC school, and that includes Vanderbilt, that includes Kentucky, all of them. You can't go half-ass at an SEC school
You can't, especially
because
not a high profile job like that.
it's too much money being poured into this conference. This conference generates too much money,
It
right?
does.
So you can't just be at these particular schools and not contribute to winning, right? There's a reason why, it looks the SEC schools are kind of propped up there in the rankings all the time because we play the toughest competition. And where do all the good high school players usually want to go? Right? They usually want to go to the SEC schools. So, like, if you get Kentucky in a bowl game, right, you might say, oh, bowl season's not the same. But you start to see the difference between Big Ten bottom of the pack teams and SEC bottom of the pack teams. It's really different. So you can't just, and especially at a job like LSU, you can't just take it for granted. You got to really, really, really win. You got to want to win. And you should want to win.
He never. I was listening to Andrew Whitworth talk the other day. Hall of Fame tackle, great, legendary player. He said he reached out numerous times. He's like, hey, look, if you want me to come help, if you want to come talk to the guys, like, how can I help make you guys better? Flat out got ignored. Didn't want to have former players come in to try to help or anything. And I've only heard one positive story about him in a week. You know what really makes the most sense here? We haven't had any commits flip, and we haven't had anybody transfer out. So what does that tell you? People want to play for the brand. They didn't want to play for him. So that makes me feel like people are saying, oh, your thing, it's in such bad shape. I'm like, nah, that goes to show that, like, no, your brand holds through all this chaos that guys want to be there.
But that's LSU, man. Like, it's a good spot. It's a good spot to play. It's a good place to really get your feet wet in college football, man. It's a high profile job. It's a high profile recruiting spot. So you can't, that doesn't surprise me. What I'm trying to say, that the recruiting hasn't flipped because you ain't gonna find a better place to play than LSU. You ain't gonna find a better offer than that unless you're talking Bama, unless you're talking the top programs, Ohio State, shit like that, Oregon, like those programs. You're in the top 5, right? You plug LSU in there and then 4 other programs, but LSU's in there. It's the spot. I wouldn't leave anyway. Why would I leave a committable offer from LSU to go somewhere else because the coach got fired?
Especially when things are starting off new. Like, why not see what's going to happen? It's not a bad spot.
That's what pissed me off about Bryce Underwood. I was like, dude, you're an idiot.
You should have.
You're an idiot.
I'm not mad. You do what you want because you want to stay home. But...
You go to Michigan. Yeah, you might beat Ohio State a few times throughout your career there. But do you know what it feels like, man, to be like as a fan watching an SEC game? The production is crazy. The fans is crazy. Twitter's crazy. Like, come on, man.
It was all about the money for him, though.
It means too much.
It was money. It was money, and he wanted to stay home. I just feel like the potential for him was so much more. Like, I'm not mad. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, man, you're stupid if you're not mad that he flipped. Like, yeah, it sucked in the moment, Like, we don't get those guys very often. But the guys we've been getting, I like. Like, next year, I feel like you're in good hands. Yeah. Van Buren looks good. And then Hurley, the other guy, he's got crazy. He probably should have been a 5-star, too. He's that good.
So I'm thinking, like I said, I was pissed off at Bryce Underwood. I was like, dude, you tripping. You could be the best quarterback in the SEC right now. Like, and be honest with you might have been able to beat out Nussmeier because the fans would have wanted that. And believe it or not, the fans of LSU kind of run the program, man. If they like you, you'll stay there. That's why Les Miles got that extra year, man. Because motherfuckers was like, hey, man, fuck no, we love Les. Y'all tripping.
Less is more.
Yeah, like less is more. Exactly, man. We wanted less. We love less. Man, when he sat there and waved to that crowd, man, they loved the shit out of him. So, that's why, he got an extra year. It didn't work out, but still, he earned that shit. He earned the right to try to fix it. And then Coach O, the same thing, right? They actually sat him down and said, hey, what are we going to do here? Right? So once you win, you get that respect, man. But if you're Brian Kelly, you ain't never really embraced it. So how they going to embrace you? And you see how fast they got him up out of there. The fans was like, hey, we don't like this guy. Right?
Oh, they listen to the fans. But
So
you gotta understand, the football program brings in so much money because it's not just the fans; it's the boosters too. Because LSU got money, bro. Like they got money, and they had a freaking donor pay like 30 million of that because they're like, nah, you gotta go because you're a cancer.
yeah,
And this was our chance to really. I mean, a lot of people were picking LSU on the table, a lot because it was just on paper, it's like the best team in the nation, but just couldn't get it done. So I mean, yeah, it's a crazy situation.
yeah, but I mean, like I said, man, coaching carousel is gonna be crazy. Like we definitely gonna hit on that. Like I said, we could do a sideshow for that, man, because the coaching carousel. But like I said, man, once the season is pretty much over, like we can definitely hit that super heavy because the coaching carousel is gonna be
Oh,
crazy.
it's gonna be like NCAA 14.
Yeah,
It's already there.
yeah, like so many job openings, so many. Some might get filled during bowl
Oh,
season.
I wanted to get your opinion on one before we go. What do you think about the James Franklin stuff, Virginia Tech?
I like
I
it.
think that's a great freaking fit.
I think it's a great fit too. I think he's gonna get enough money. He's gonna get a nice opportunity. He got a great recruiting spot because that's
They can
right
make
at
the playoffs.
DMV. It's a playoff. I don't know.
Not right away, but
Yeah, but
I think James Franklin's good.
he
I
has
think
to dominate in recruiting though.
I
Like
think
that's
he
the
could. I think he could. I think he's gonna get back to the basics like he was doing before.
yeah, he's gotta dominate the
Like you
DMV.
got to win those recruits in Virginia.
It's
Like them guys
yeah,
in the Northeast, you got to.
Virginia, Maryland, and DC. You have to dominate the DMV if you're at Virginia Tech. That's what Beamer did, right? I forgot who the coach was up there, but he dominated early and then he stopped doing it. But like that's what you got to do if you're James Franklin, man. That's the biggest thing, and you got to get you a good quarterback, man. Not just a quarterback,
No, you
but
need a guy.
a
You need a
dual threat
guy.
guy. Like you got to get you one. You know, you got to affect the game, especially in the ACC. All their quarterbacks be athletic for some reason, so you have to get you one. You can't get no statue back there. Statues win in the NFL, but they don't win in college football. You ain't gonna sit back there and pick you apart. Think about all the good quarterbacks, man, that won Heisman. They all could run, damn near. Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield could scoop. RG3, you know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, right?
Manziel.
Manziel. Shit, even Jameis Winston would get out there and run a little bit. So you gotta have you a mobile quarterback to win, man. There's no shot at Drew Allen. Drew Allen might be a great pro because that's what pro teams look for, the guys that don't run too much. But in terms of college, you gotta get you a running guy. Got to. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. So that's my deal for James Franklin. Find you, even if you had to go to the transfer portal to find you a mobile quarterback that's really good, you do that. You do that every year if you got to, but you surround the team with high school guys. You got to build that way first. You build the meat of your team like that. The cosmetics is, we go out and get a Joe Burrow type guy. We go out there and get, a Kyler Murray, right? Go out there and get a senior that can help you get over the hump for one season. But it's only if you got your team the way you need it to be through recruiting the natural way, right? And we'll see. You know what I'm saying? That fast food method of transfer portal shit don't work. And you've seen it with FSU. You've seen it with Colorado. You've seen it with all these programs that trying to get these hired mercenaries, man, to come in there and ball out. Yeah, Ohio State did it, but they also had really good players that were already there. Those transfer portal guys just supplemented what talent they already had. So when you try to do that long term, man, you see the results of it, man. It's ugly, and you end up paying these crazy buyouts because you don't take the time. So if I'm James Franklin and anybody that's getting the job, man, you got to go back to old school recruiting. The high school kids matter. You got to
They
get them.
do.
You got to get them. You got to develop them, and you got to keep them flowing, man. All those high school coaches would love to talk to you about the good ones anyway. Would love to talk to you about, this senior that give a lot of effort, man. He'll be real good on your team. They love to talk to you about that. So don't just brush it off like, oh, he's not a 5-star or whatever. I'm telling you, those 2, 3-star guys are going to be the meat of your team. So that's what you really need, right? Transfer portal's cool, man, but you're not getting a guy that really loves your university and playing at home. I'm telling you, it's a difference, man. Because if you tell me I'm transferring from another school, right? I don't give a fuck about none of your fight song. I don't give a fuck about none of your.
Oh no, because they just there to,
Yeah, so
you got to get guys who want to be there from jump.
yeah, like if you're there just for the money, man, you ain't even gonna enjoy it.
Especially if you bring enough of those people in, like enough people at mercenaries. Once things start going down here, they're like, I don't care. They don't have the deep rooted want to be there. It's just an opportunity for them.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Shit. That's pretty much it, man. We don't touch on the coaching carousel probably when we get closer to the playoffs, but we'll do a real deep dive throughout the off season, man, because the jobs are there's gonna be some jobs open for a long time. And believe me, it's gonna be some teams that settle for people that we just know ain't gonna work out. So that's gonna be the fun thing, man. So but like I said, check out all of our stuff, man. We got all kind of shit for y'all, man. We got old school stuff, bad quality, but good content, man. We ended the game streaming, which I'm actually about to get back into because I really want to get back into that. But now we in the music, man. So I'm trying to think. We got like 4 or 5 albums out there, man. The Football Frame of Mind music group is off the chain, man. So check out our music, man. What's that? At Cam Groves, no space.
Cammy Fresh.
That's no, I'm not doing that.
Cammy Fresh.
That sounds like an OnlyFans name.
No.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Cammy Fresh.
Manny Fresh ain't about to get me. Hey man, that's close to my name. Peace in the chest.
Like, hey, bro, you want to collab? No, just be like, hey, you want to feature?
I'm like, yeah, I'll feature you, bro. I'm like, nah, I don't do that. Nah, but check us out, man. A Football Frame of Mind is a new album that's out right now. Really cool vibes, man. Everything has a football twist to it, man. So Brandon likes Pack That Run Game, man. I really fuck with
and Fresno Texan too.
And Fresno Texan fucks with that song, man. I fucks with Dollars, the Dollars or the Trophy. That's my shit. I fucks with that one. So y'all do that, man. We got some more releases coming out as well, man. So y'all gonna like it, man. Just vibing to some music. Y'all see it on the shorts, man. Check it out. It's all connected there. So check us out. We all over the place, man. But it is Sunday night, and your boy needs to grab the pillow.
No, that's right.
They gotta grab the pillow, man. So y'all be safe out there, and we'll see y'all same place, same time, same uniform, man. Sunday, next Sunday. Peace out, y'all. We up out of here.
Peace.
Gotta find a thing, my man. All right. Peace out.
Deuces.